επόμενο μας θέμα έχει να κάνει με τον χώρο της 7ης τέχνης. Η Κυπριακή Υπάτη Αρμοστεία, με το πολιτιστικό της τμήμα, διοργάνωσε εκδήλωση αφιερωμένη σε ταινίες μικρού μήκους με τον τίτλο Cyprus Short Film Day 2016. Την εκδήλωση τίμησαν με την παρουσία τους μέλη της Κυπριακής και Ελληνικής Ομογένειας, αλλά και άτομα της ευρύτερης κινηματογραφικής κοινότητας της Βρετανικής πρωτεύουσας. Η εκδήλωση ξεκίνησε με την ομιλία του Μορφωτικού Συμβούλου της Υπάτης Αρμοστείας, Δ. Αχιλλέα Χατζηκυριάκου, ενώ στη συνέχεια ο καλλιτεχνικός διευθυντής της εκδήλωσης, Δ. Μάριος Ψαράς, παρέθεσε τους στόχους της εκδήλωσης και παρουσίασε το σκεπτικό γύρω από την επιλογή των ταινιών. Το πρόγραμμα περιλάμβανε 8 ταινίες μικρού μήκους, οι οποίες ήταν η Κατηφόρα του Στέλιου Καμίτση, Άνορακ της Αλεξάνδρας Ματθαίου, Μπούμεραγκ των Χρίστου Νικολάου και Γιάννη Κόκκινου, Austerity του Ρένου Γαβρή, Out of Sight των Χριστίνα Γεωργίου και David Hans και τον Δεν θα γεράσουμε ποτέ του Σπύρου Χαραλάμπους. Επίσης έγιναν και 2 ειδικές προβολές, το Αχιλλέα σε παραγωγή της Μιρέλλας Παρούτη και 5 τρόποι να πεθάνεις της Νταϊάνας Παπαδάκη. Μετά την προβολή των ταινιών, ακολούθησε ανοιχτή συζήτηση ανάμεσα στους δημιουργούς και το κοινό. Εμείς θα παρακολουθήσουμε αποσπάσματα από όλα όσα έγιναν στο πρώτο Cyprus Short Film Day 2016.
Cinema can become a valuable source not only for film scholars, but also for sociologists and historians. It provides a window to reality and becomes a powerful medium of representation which interacts with past and present societies. As the famous French historian Marc Ferrand stated almost 30 years ago, and I quote, "We need to study film and see it in relation to the world that produces it." What is our hypothesis? That film image, part or not of reality, document or fiction, true story or poor version, is history with a capital H. Our postulate that what has not occurred and even what has occurred, beliefs, intentions, human imagination, is as much history with a small h as history with a capital H. And as a historian, I could not fully agree with this statement by Ferrand, who has also influenced my academic career as a historian of Greek cinema. In this respect, I hope that today's event will contribute to our better understanding of Cypriot cinema industry, not only as art, but also as an active agent of social change and a medium through which our national, cultural, and individual identities are being shaped. Before I conclude my short introductory remarks, I would like to express my gratitude to Dr. Márιος Ψαράς, Artistic Director of the Cyprus Short Film Day, and his team, for all the hard work they put in for the last 4 months to bring Cypriot cinema in the heart of London. Special thanks also go to Agathon Kalisperas and the Hellenic Center for hosting this film day, and of course the filmmakers who traveled all the way from Cyprus to be with us today. Thank you very much for your attention. I really hope you enjoy the films, and now I pass the floor to the artistic director of today, Márιος.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kalispera σας. Cyprus Short Film Day is an event inspired by the love for cinema, by the vision of a film festival in London exclusively dedicated to Cypriot cinema and Cypriot filmmakers. CSFD does not, however, simply aim at making Cypriot filmmaking known to the Greek and Cypriot communities of London, but at more generally providing a platform for Cypriot filmmakers to showcase their work, to create opportunities for them to expand their professional and artistic networks and activities. In embarking on this journey, we came across some definitional emphasis. So, what is short film? What is Cypriot? How may we define Cypriot short film? So these are some of the actual questions that we had to deal with together with Αχιλλέας, when we were trying to put together the concept and the nature of this event, because after all, we are both film scholars. So what is short film? Is it just a stepping stone for filmmakers before they make their way to the making of feature films? Or is it a kind of art in its own right? And what distinguishes a short from a feature film? Is it just the length? Is it merely a matter of temporality? Or is it a completely different kind of storytelling? Please allow me to refrain from providing any answers to these questions, because we would like to redirect these questions to the filmmakers themselves and hear what they have to say about it later on at the Q&A. At the moment, I would like to linger on for a while on the second question. How may we define Cypriot cinema? So in the era of transnational funding and collaboration among people from different cultural backgrounds, in the era of alternative globalized ways of production, distribution, and exhibition, the concept of national cinema seems to be disintegrating. So, how may one lay claim to Cypriot cinema as such? What would be the criteria for such an enterprise? Is it location or country of production? Is it the source of funding? Is it the nationality or origin of the filmmakers? All these questions were indeed taken into account while selecting today's film program. For the selection of the films, of course, I was lucky enough to have on my side the vital contribution of the artistic directors of the International Short Film Festival of Cyprus, Αχιλλέα Χατζηκυριάκου, whom we have the honor to have with us here today, and Ioachim, who is back in Cyprus. I guess he's caught up in the fever of the preparations for the ISFFC 2016, which Aleksija will tell us more about it later at the Q&A. So in this sense, Cyprus Short Film Day is inextricably linked to the International Short Film Festival of Cyprus, both at the level of content and production. 6 of the films we are screening today have won awards at the ISFFC 2015, and you can find a detailed list of their awards in the brochures that you have in your hands, or if you don't have them in your hands, you better get them, because they are amazing. And the other 2 films are what we have called special screenings, and each was selected for a particular reason. For his sake, a short film that premiered at Cannes Film Festival is a UK production, which nonetheless features in its credits Cypriot producer Mιρέλλας Παρούτη, who is also here with us today. And 5 Ways to Die is a 2014 Cypriot production that has swept more than 50 awards at the International Film Festival circuit across the globe. So what we are presenting here today is a carefully selected film program spanning across different styles and genres, which I'm sure you will all enjoy. Before bringing this welcoming note to an end, I would like to thank the people who contributed to the realization of this event. First of all, my great team, who worked really hard for almost a year to make this day possible. Our talented designer, Stavros Shantanis, is somewhere there, who is responsible for CSFD's visual identity and all the online and print artwork. Our extraordinary marketing team, Andri Tsangari and Fodis Petru. Mala Shamtani, who posed for my camera to make together some funny videos that you're about to watch. Thanks, Mala. Film scorer Stavros Makris, whose music accompanies the CSFD trailer and the videos that we made with Mala. Our volunteers, Christos Simas and Angeliki Nikotakaki. And last but not least, the person with whom I shared this vision from the very beginning, my closest friend and collaborator, Christos Andreou. Finally, I am greatly indebted to again, Aleksija Reuter for generously sharing her experience and providing me with astute comments and advice all this time. Dr. Elena Christodoulidou, Senior Cultural Officer of the Cyprus Ministry of Education and Culture, for her invaluable support and advice throughout this period. Mrs. Agatha Kalisperas, Director of the Hellenic Center, for hosting us, and of course, fellow film scholar and cultural counselor of the Cyprus High Commission, Dr. Αχιλλέα Χατζηκυριάκου, who embraced and believed in this vision since day one, who trusted us and supported us both physically and spiritually. I am very confident you will enjoy today's program. It is a film program that will both entertain us and make us think. They are films that take on social, political, personal issues and dress them with the humble clothes of art. Perhaps art is what we are only left with in this ever-turbulent landscape, to give us counsel and hope that humanity has not yet extinguished itself. Let's share the hope. Enjoy.
Και μαύρο μάλιστα. Πολύ επίσημο μάχη. Πώς σκοπεύεις να το φορέσεις? Τώρα τελευταία συμπεριφέρεται πολύ περίεργα.
Αντίο, αγάπη μου.
Είναι πολύ δύσκολη η θέση μου. Φοβάμαι μην κάνει μια τρέλα πάνω.
Κατάλαβα. Όλο το κουτί. Μπαμ και κάτω.
Φοβάμαι πως οι τάσεις επανέρχονται.
Μάκη! Μάκη! Τι έγινε?
Έκαναν λάθος, δήλωσε ο Φώτης Κουβένης. Η διαπραγμάτευση συνεχίζεται, η Τρόικα να σταματήσει να επιτίθεται στην ελληνική κοινωνία, τόνισε χαρακτηριστικά. Στην πλέον κρίσιμη φάση έχουν εισέλθει διαπραγματεύσεις της κυβέρνησης με την Τρόικα για το πακέτο των επώδυνων μέτρων ύψους 11,9 δισεκατομμυρίων ευρώ και το κλιμάκιο των δανειστών ζητεί μέτρα άμεσου αποτελέσματος, δηλαδή να μπει μαχαίρι σε μισθούς, συντάξεις και κοινωνικά επίπεδα.
Τόσα χρόνια στην Αθήνα μια χαρά ήταν. Είχε ένα ωραίο σπίτι, είχε συγκάτοικο. Συμπαθέστατο παιδί ο Γιάννης. Δεν μιλάνε πια. Ποιος ξέρει γιατί.
Συγκάτοικος. Ελάτε τώρα.
Στο σχολείο τα είχε με τη Γιάννα.
Η Γιάννα συγκατοικεί με τη Μαρία.
Αυτή τον παρέσυρε.
Θα το έχει το όνομα.
Όχι. Δεν πρέπει να το μάθει κανείς.
μαλακίες.
Τι λέτε! Τι θες?
Τα λεφτά μου.
ακόμα.
So from my right to left, Mιρέλλας Παρούτη, who is the producer of the film For His Sake, Χριστίνα Γεωργίου, director of Out of Sight, Αχιλλέα Χατζηκυριάκου, cultural counselor of the Cyprus High Commission, Alexia Reuter, artistic director of the International Short Film Festival of Cyprus, Rένου Γαβρή, director of Austerity, Γιάννη Κόκκινου, producer of Boomerang, and Σπύρου Χαραλάμπους, director of Forever Young. And first, may I take the opportunity, since I have the microphone here, to ask Alexia to tell us about the International Short Film Festival of Cyprus, please.
Well, hello everybody. Thank you for coming. And I would also like to thank the organizers of this wonderful event. I hope that this event is going to take place every year because we think it's very important to show the work of Cypriot filmmakers here in London. The International Short Film Festival of Cyprus is actually the official Short Film Festival of Cyprus. It's organized by the Ministry of Education and Culture together with the Theatre Rialto. It takes place every year in October, and we're using that location also in the festival because we're bringing together the three continents of Asia, Africa, and Europe, and we're focusing a lot on that. And since the festival is international, we believe that there has been a lot of opportunities and growth for Cypriot filmmakers because they have the opportunity to compete in a festival that has a lot of important awards and prizes in their own country. We have an international jury every year comprised by specialists and people from international festivals, producers, directors. Their films get to travel abroad to many other festivals with which we have formed important collaborations and ongoing collaborations. And I think this new collaboration is very important. And we would like to see the Cypriot films screened here in London. We would like to see also new films from upcoming new directors, from students. And it would be great to be able to bring all these people together so they can know each other, they can meet, and also have people from the industry here in London because it's a great place for that. And hopefully a lot of great things are going to come out of this. So thank you again.
Thank you very much, Alexia. If we could pass on the microphone to Αχιλλέα, because I think he has a question, a very good one.
Well, thank you, Marius. Thank you, Alexia. And thank you, everyone, again, for coming here. And most of all, thank you for bringing these wonderful movies to us. And it's just more than a comment and food for further thought, actually. Where are we heading now? It's a wonderful initiative. But again, it's something supported by the state, and it should be. The state should be there to help young people who enter in this cultural industry to produce, to facilitate. But at the same time, a question that keeps occurring into my head is how we can make this self-sustainable at some point. It's not necessarily mean that it's something that would happen in the immediate future, but I do think that there must be a strategy. Where are we heading as Cyprus from a cultural point of view, from a film point of view? It is a genre that I do acknowledge it has its own specificities, its own peculiarities. It is a combination of comedy, drama, autobiography, so it is a horizontal approach to the traditional genres of cinema, defined by its short limit. But again, does this make it more difficult to sell, to be self-sustained and bring new funds into the industry itself so it can become a more strong field with more people having the opportunity to produce within it? And again, I'm really proud to represent the Cyprus High Commission and the Cyprus State in more general in this occasion in this country, because we have so much talent, so much young talent in many fields that we should support and showcase our culture, not only the past, our long history, our archaeology, which is very important. It is the basis on which we build ourselves and our identity. But again, we are here, we live in a contemporary society, and we should make further thoughts about how to build a strategy. And I'm open to a dialogue to discuss with you, with the audience, how do you think we could proceed to make this not only happen again, but happen in a more extended way, in a more inclusive way, and bring even more talent to this.
Okay, that question was to me. I think the filmmakers should give their own opinion. Right? Anyone?
So your question is how do we move forward in sustaining filmmakers and the art of filmmaking in Cyprus? I would say through education. I think there should be a few more opportunities for young Cypriots to actually study film and produce film in their own country. I know there are programs at the moment that operate in Cyprus, but perhaps if we were able to expand that a little bit, I think that would be a way to move forward.
Very important comment. I think I would just add to that the education of young audiences and future audiences. Like we see that all the countries that have a great history in filmmaking and are wonderful in promoting their own film works, like the Scandinavian, of course the Brits and the Danish, they have very strong cinema literacy, and they teach that audiovisual culture to children, from kindergarten. It's not just educating people in universities. You need to educate the audience as well, and I think that's one of the key things and questions that the Ministry of Education and of Culture in Cyprus is addressing at the moment, and they're trying to see how they can incorporate that in schools so that we start learning about this art form so people can learn how to watch films and decode films, and that films are not just blockbuster Hollywood, it's an art form and it's a way of expressing oneself, and there's a lot to be learned from that, not just by making films but also by experiencing and watching films.